森の優勢が集まった神様に祈りを歌う力を貸してそして腕で誇土地を守って
on.
Oh, of course. Come on, child. That's mommy. I'm busy. Alright. Welcome, everyone to Tabletop Tuesday! Yay! Where we talk about... One, got it. Where we basically discuss various tabletop topics, gaming news, all that fun jazz, whether it's to educate you, inform you of current events, or just give our little frickin' dumbass opinions. You know, because we're three guys on the internet.
Yep.
Take our opinions as you will. We are not the end-all be-all god of gaming.
Our opinions are utterly disposable.
Yep. So, with that being said, let's get the announcements done and over with real quick. We have our sponsors, Shocked by Gaming servers, which we're actually playing on today with Palworld. Link is down below for the servers. Basically, they start at $20, Jesus Christ, $2.50 a month USD, and they go up from there. They almost never go down, and they've been great whenever we've had a problem, because anytime we have had a problem, and I've had to talk to them, yeah, it takes a couple hours to talk to them, like off and on through, you know, chat, but the problem gets resolved usually within 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really good compared to other websites. And then there's W Energy Drinks is the other. There's the weird smiley face down below. Use the code RubyMadHatter. You get 10% off your entire purchase. And what is that? Well, it's basically a powdered mixture you put into water, stir or shake violently, and you get energy drinks. So, huzzah! Other than that, we have our continued request for Stellaris Eterna Season 3. So if you want to make an NPC faction for us to run into, by all means, do that. Alright, with that being said, let me get over to this. Alright. Oh, I gotta move us again. Because we
What is a Moss Panda doing to the other pal?
I don't want to know. Don't ask. Don't look. All right. So we got two of those guys who are depressed. God damn it. I hate the fact that it keeps doing that. Like depression. It's like, come on, man. Give me a break here. Every time I log in, somebody's depressed. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Every time you log in, someone's depressed. Sounds like a you problem.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
Oh my god. Alright, waifus forevers. Hey, waifu, I have a question. Alright? And this is just for my edification. What pronouns do you want to use? So that way I know to call you by the right ones. Because I've realized I haven't asked you that question.
Yeah, you're really bad at that.
I am, and I'm sorry. I try to do my best.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just do a redeem that says, like, you know, pronouns. That might not be a bad idea. Hopefully, I hope I didn't offend someone. I'm fine with her, she, they, them, whichever is easier for you. Okay. I will try my best. I will say this, though, waifus. I used the word man and dude as gender neutral. And that's because I was raised by hippies.
Yes, I was actually seeing a discussion on this online today about, like, a lot of people just grew up with dude, especially in California. Dude can be anything, like even an inanimate object.
You're like, dude. I'm fine with anything. I have a lot of guy friends. That's cool, but like, I always try to be respectful of that. And I know with you, Wizen, I messed that up a lot, and I apologize.
A lot?
Like frequently, like It's very rare I get it right, and I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
Look, I tried, damn it.
Jesus, try harder.
Eh. Oh my god, I have so much sulfur. Oh boy. Alright. Swords. Oh, by the way, are you still wearing pelt armor?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Alright, I got something for you. I have a epic pelt armor schematic.
Mm.
And I don't wear pelt armor, so... They're on you like Donkey Kong. Oh my god. Like, look, I try to be a good ally, and I try not to fuck things up, but I am not good at remembering shit.
So good, bro. I'm here for your fuck ups.
Yep. Alright, where... Oh yeah, I need to go to my metal base real quick. Hi guys, how's it going?
Metal base?
Yeah.
Is that where they're constantly playing? There's a jazz bass too.
Oh, there's a depressed person here too. Damn it. You know what? Fuck it.
Where you go?
Let them all be depressed. I don't fucking care.
Just tell them to smile more.
Oh god, that hurts me in so many ways.
I know.
Oh. Why? Oh.
So, I guess while you guys are setting up in Palworld, I'll continue sort of the thought train that we were on prior to stream, talking about cheating in Warhammer 40k in particular. Maybe we can spiral out from that.
Okay.
I'm trying to find example. I'm trying to find the deliberate destruction of a model thing, and I don't think it's the same one. I think you are correct that you were conflating two stories.
Okay. And my brain does that from time to time.
Everybody's brain does that from time to time. But I have not been able to confirm that. But yeah, so for the benefit of the people watching, we were talking about an incident where a fellow at the Toronto Winter Open basically was so egregiously cheating that they essentially retroactively disqualified him from the event and gave him a 1-year ban from any events run by this particular tournament group. And he's apparently, from what I'm reading, they actually there was a recorded like broadcast stream of several of the events that they essentially just deleted because they didn't want to give that guy the exposure, which unfortunately has the knock-on effect of not being able to see the other people playing. But yeah, there's a video of this that I will put in the Discord as the best coverage that I've found of it. I'll just go ahead and throw it over in the Warhammer 40k channel.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But I wanted to kind of talk about the idea of breaking someone else's models. It's not completely unheard of, but yeah, can you imagine you spend like $100 on a big Warhammer tank, or more if it's a Forge World tank, because some of those get really ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And you beat a guy, or maybe you don't even beat a guy, but you have a really good round, and he just decides to take that and toss it on the floor or crush it in his hands, and essentially you're out all that money, assuming you can't salvage it, and even if you can glue it back together, it's not going to be the same. And in the local scene, I will say I have heard one story about a fellow I have met, but I don't think I've played against him in a very, very long time, because he is banned from the local store.
Oh boy.
Because at one point he was playing a game, and this is at the Four Horsemen store, Ruby.
Right.
But when it was in its old location.
I kind of figured.
And so, yeah, he, I guess, lost a game, and he picked up the edge of the table and did essentially a table flip with the model still on it. So it wasn't just
Jesus.
one model. he was just essentially dumping his opponent's entire army onto the floor.
Damn.
And so he's permanently banned from the store, is my understanding.
Yeah, I could see why.
And yeah, I would not play against someone who had ever done that. Like, even if I knew, like, oh, they've made amends, they paid back for it, it's been years, they haven't shown any signs of it. It's like, I will never take that chance.
No, I'm not taking that risk. Fuck that.
Way too much time on this.
Yeah.
And then, just again, talking about the local scene, there is at least one guy in the local scene who is just a dirty, dirty cheater. And I will tell anecdotally, like, I've played him twice. Both times at what are called Crusade-style events, which is the narrative play mode, which is a little looser than the super competitive mode. And
I would like to do a Crusade.
Crusade is awesome. It's my favorite kind of play. I'm not really a super competitive guy, but like when my pairing with this guy was announced, as I was gathering my army and making my way to the table, no less than 2 other people in the community basically tugged on my shoulder and said, "Keep an eye on him."
Jesus.
Because this guy is known not just for 40k cheating, but Magic the Gathering cheating. He is one of those people.
Oh, fuck. He has to win at all times.
Exactly. The blow to his ego if he loses is too much, so he has to win at all costs, which includes cheating.
I will say that we have gotten competitive on occasion, but it's never been serious.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know we've played a few matches. And there was that one match where I think I was playing Tau, I think it was? Or was it? No, it was Necrons. I was playing Necrons, you were playing Death Guard, and you noticed I had gotten a rule wrong. And I was like...
I think you're confusing me with somebody else, because I've never played Death Guard.
Not Death Guard, Death Watch.
Oh, maybe.
We were doing Tabletop Simulator.
Ah, okay.
And
yeah,
you were doing Death Watch. I think that's what they're called.
I mean, that is, yeah, the Black Space Marines.
Yeah, they were big Black Space Marines. They have a metric fuck ton of AP.
Yeah, at the time, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember I got like one of the rules wrong or something, and you pointed out, and I was like, "Fuck, I didn't know that." It's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, and generally speaking, if you're playing in a friendly way, even if you're a little competitive, in the spirit of play, you can go, "Oh, hey, this is the rule," and people will go, "Oh, shit, I didn't know that," and amend their play. And if you're really nice about it, you can say, "Hey, it looks like you're moving to do this, but I want you to know that according to the rules, you can't do that. So if you want to change your move, that's cool."
I still regret messing up the Tau rule for Unva. Because when we did that 2v1, it was me and God, what's her online name? I don't want to say her in-person name. Maisie, that's it. It was me and Maisie on one side. She was playing Skitaria, I was playing Tau, and you were playing Blood Angels.
Mm-hmm.
And I remembered I got the Unva rule wrong, but we found out about that after the match.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, he's not a character. Because that's the big rule we messed up, was we all assumed he was a character. That he could join with squads, and it was like, oh wait, that's not the case.
Yeah. And like I said, honestly, I tend not to play super competitively because I'm more about an interesting experience. As long as I'm not, like, wiped off the table in turn 1 or 2, I'm generally pretty happy.
Yeah. For me, 40k is most enjoyable for me when it at least goes past turn 4.
Yeah.
Whether I win or lose, I do not care. As long as I made it past turn 4, I am still having a good time.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get some cool fights, even when you're on the ropes. You're like, I might pull this off.
Yeah. But, anyway, this first Crusade event, like I said, a couple people said, hey, keep an eye on him. And I was like, okay. And so we set up, and we were playing with a special narrative rule that any unit that was destroyed, like if the unit was completely wiped out,
Right.
you would roll a die the next turn, like the start of your next turn, and on like a 2+, that unit would come in from reserve. So essentially, it was like a never-ending bloodbath. Basically, every side getting constantly reinforced. So eliminating the opponent wasn't the point. It was doing certain mission objectives. And so, you know,
That could be cool.
you think that would be lowering the stakes, because even if you get a unit blown up, so what? It comes back.
No, I would at that moment I would love to be like an Imperial Guard and
Oh, yeah.
just throw units at someone. Is like because that would feel thematic for me, especially if I kept getting more and more and more guys.
Yeah.
It'd just be like, damn.
But anyway, so we started playing, and he set up, he had a dreadnought that he set up in a particular way behind terrain, and it came up when I was moving a tank up to try and shoot it, and he pointed out, well, technically this terrain's footprint is between your tank and it, so you won't be able to fire at it, because the rule at the time for like ruin type terrain was if you have to draw a line through it, and your target is on the opposite side of the terrain but not touching the terrain, essentially it's not in the ruin, it's on the other side of the ruin, then it is considered obscured and you cannot target it. It's basically like virtualized line of sight rule.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, I've still got some extra movement on this tank, so what I'm going to do is I'll move it up to here so it is not affected by that, and I do have a clear line of shot.
I have a feeling I know where this is going.
No. This wasn't the problem.
Oh, okay.
The reason I mentioned this, though, is because he was being very particular about that rule in a, narrative way, and I'm like, that's fine. If I'm the kind of guy who tends to study the rules very intensely, and if you want to be very picky about the rules, we can be picky about the rules. If that's how you have fun, that's fine. I won't even be mad or petty about it. It's like, all right, this is how you have fun, by being very specific about the rules. And that one was kind of a medium obscurity rule. It's like, okay, yes, it's not like rare or not hard to know, but it's like, okay, not everybody would think about that, but all right. So we're playing by the rules. So, next, on his turn, he charges, he charges at that tank that I moved up. And number one, he tries to charge with, I think, his Chaos Lord character, and he fails because it's like I think it's 9 or 10 inch charge, and he just doesn't have the distance. So the character has a built-in reroll for charges, so he rerolls and he still failed.
Ouch.
And then he starts to spend a command point for a reroll, and I'm like, whoa. And the rules, one of the very core rules about 40K is once you re-roll a die, you cannot re-roll it again. You can only re-roll a given roll once. No re-rolling re-rolls.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh. And there's that telltale pause there. Like, I think he knew. But, okay, so that character did not get to charge into the combat. But he had a unit of, I believe they were Chaos Terminators, that did get to charge in. They were either Chaos Terminators or just Chaos Space Marines with nasty weapons, but he wanted to charge and wrap around the tank. And they were close enough that with a long charge range, they theoretically could do that. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting. One of his guys had already taken a wound from something, and I forget what it was. So essentially he had 10 bodies. Each of them were 2 wound models, and one of them had like a wound on him. And so he made his charge roll. He rolled like an 11 or something. So he was able to move to perfectly surround my tank. Now, the reason you might do this is to keep that tank from being able to fall back out of combat.
Makes sense.
They call it wrap and trap. You don't want the target to be able to disengage. You want to keep it trapped in combat to essentially neutralize its firepower. At least the way the rules worked at the time. And that's perfectly reasonable. He had a perfect circle of 10 guys around my tank. And I believe I had a nearby infantry unit that I had heroically intervene into the combat, and they essentially scrapped with his Terminators, and He wasn't able to finish off the tank, but I did get one more wound through on his unit, either from the tank or from the other infantry unit, and so one of his models dies. Now here's the persnickety part. If you have a unit in 40k, and it is of a certain size, well, even if it's not of a certain size, they have what's called unit coherency. So every model in a unit needs to be within 2 inches of another model from that unit. You can't essentially have a unit of 5 guys spread out in the middle and the 4 corners of the base. They have to be reasonably together. And the rule gets stronger if it's a bigger unit. So basically, you have the 5 guys version. If it's 5 guys or less, you have to be within 2 inches of one other model from your unit. If it is 6 guys or more, you have to be within 2 inches of 2 models for your unit. This is to prevent what they call conga lining, where essentially you have just like this string of 10 guys spreading out, and this unit's footprint is enormous. Well, he had a little circle of 10 guys, and one of them dies, and the 2 endpoints of the circle are now greater than 2 inches apart. So they are out of coherency. And what that means is he has to remove models as casualties until they're back in coherency, which in this case means until they have 5 left.
That hurts.
And I pointed this out after the casualty. It's like this, because of the coherency rules, these 2 are not within 2 inches. So, like, you're going to have to pick 4 of these guys to go away. And he just... first tactic was basically, well, then they couldn't have made the charge legally if they would have been out of coherence. It's like, no, they can, because you had the distance, and they were never out of coherency, because you don't really track coherency as you move each model into position in a charge. But they were in coherency when they started, and when they finished, it's just this casualty triggers this. And I shit you not, he basically just clams up and starts picking up his models and quits that narrative event right then and there.
Damn!
Because he lost 5 models, or 4 extra models in a unit that, if it had been destroyed, would just come back in the next turn anyway.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
And like I said, he was the one that was like, "Oh, we got to check this, ruin footprint rule," and so it's like, okay, you want to play by the rules? I'm cool with that.
Jeez.
But he got greedy trying to trap the tank, and this is the consequence of getting greedy. But once he was faced with that consequence, he was like, "I don't want to play anymore," and basically left. That was the first time I played.
Oh my god, that was the first time. Jesus.
My second one was, I was on guard the second time because I'd already seen what kind of player he was, and honestly, I was tempted not to play him again at all. And after this second game, I basically told the organizer for our local scene, like, "Hey, do not pair me against this guy. I will not play him. I don't want to deal with his bullshit. I don't want to have to be constantly watching him because that's exhausting."
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, we were playing on a map, and I think he had his Chaos, and I had my Ultramarines. Basically, it was the same forces we'd used before, but slightly different unit composition. And again, this is narrative. It was Crusade mode. And I believe that there were 2 points of difficulty this time. In one case, I was trying to hold or contest a particular point on the map, an objective marker. And he had one of his dreadnoughts that was there near enough to it to be on it.
Right.
And I also had a Space Marine captain that was within 3 inches of the marker. And he's like, well, the dreadnought gets to hold it because they have more wounds. And I'm like, that's not a thing. In 9th edition at the time, basically you have number of bodies is like whoever has the most bodies within range of the objective marker controls it. The only variation on that is one, there is a rule called objective secured, and if you have an objective secured unit, then it trumps the count of any non-objective secured unit. So if I've got one Space Marine intercessor with objective secured, and he's got 5, whatever the hell's cultists without it, then I control because I've got objective secured. But this idea that it's based on the number of wounds, not the number of bodies, as far as I can tell, that's not a thing for anybody except I believe the Imperial Knights got like late errata because those armies have so much trouble holding objectives. And GW was just like, you know what? For Knights, we'll let you count number of wounds because otherwise you'll never hold objectives against even an Imperial Guard infantry squad.
So that's like a special rule for the knight.
For the knight, right, and
Okay.
which has nothing to do with the dreadnought. It has nothing to do with his army. But he had just like pulled this out of the ether to try and say, well, you know, I control this because my guy has more wounds. And I'm like, no, that's not a thing. So basically, since we both had a model in range of that objective, it was considered contested, and neither one of us could score it, which suited my purposes.
Yeah, that works.
The other thing that really burned me up and was my final straw for this guy is he had a squad coming around the side of a ruin, and I had a dreadnought that I wanted to run around to basically start bashing their faces. And I took my little trusty tape measure, and I bent it around the edge in the path approximating what I thought the dreadnought would have to take, because it's got a big base and it kind of has to swing out around the crenellations and decorations of the building. It can't really go through the wall. And I'm like,
as much as we want.
and I did a quick and dirty measurement because honestly, the game was, you know, taking a long time, and I tried to. Slow play is one of the things that really annoys your fellow players. You know, you want to keep up a decent pace, so in your 2.5 hour slot, you can get through turn 3 at least. So I did a quick and dirty measurement, and I basically said, okay, 6 inches will get me there, 4 inches won't. Let's see what I roll. And I was hoping to roll anything but a 5, because that would mean I'd have to measure like very precisely and looking like, okay, is it, you know, can I get within an inch if I move, you know? And I just was hoping not to roll a 5.
And
So
you
I
rolled a
roll
5.
a 5.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck, okay. So I go in, I start doing the detailed measurement, and, you know, again, very precisely bending the tape measure, because you can't just cut through that corner. It's not a straight line. It's like I have to swing so that the base actually goes around this corner and gets into these guys. And he's like, you said you needed a 6. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I never said I needed a 6. I said a 6 would get me there and a 4 wouldn't. I rolled a 5. That's why I'm measuring. And he was just, you could tell he was just seething.
Oh, jeez.
And I measured it, and it was 5 3/4. So basically 5 inches would get me 3/4 of an inch away, which is within an inch, which is engagement range. So 5 inches was good enough, barely.
Barely. Yeah, but it was just something you didn't want to have to do because...
Right, yeah.
It's just like, oh, goddamn.
It's like, what are the odds of rolling a 5 on 2d6? It's, you know, about 1 in 6, a little less.
Hey, Shaq. Hope you're having a great night. For me, I think one of the worst players I've run into was a guy I ran into on Reddit. Because I'm part of like the Warhammer groups on there, and I say, hey, I don't have many models, I don't have my army assembled, but I still enjoy playing, so I play on Tabletop Simulator, and some people are cool with it. There have been some people on Reddit who have not been.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you're stealing from the game! And I'm like, no, this is how I get the game in. I'm still building models. Like, it's still a thing. It also, like, I feel like Tabletop Simulator also lets me experiment with army design and see what works and what doesn't work for me. So I don't have to waste money on models that I probably will never use.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's okay to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did have this one guy, though, that I played against. He was playing... Oh, I'm trying to remember what his army was. It was a Space Marine chapter. I can't remember which one, though. It was green, and it wasn't salamanders. I'm trying to remember what the other chapters are that are green.
Dark Angels.
It might have been Dark Angels. That might be in it. But
Yeah.
it was some Space Marine Green chapter. And, like, he was really into it. I was like, okay, that's cool. And I...
Oh! Sorry, I should got, like, launched in the air. My apologies.
Oh, it's alright.
Yeah.
And this was when I decided, it's like, you know what? I just feel like goofing off today. I don't feel like being super serious. So I played Orcs. Because that's the army you play when you just want to just be stupid.
Yeah.
And so I played Orcs, and it was a similar build to the one I faced you in when you did Imperial Guard on Tabletop Simulator. Where you killed my tank busters, and then all of a sudden I just had nobody who could hurt your tanks.
Okay, yeah, I do vaguely remember that.
I was like, fuck, I give up. It's like... I was like, well, that went badly.
Honestly, yeah, there is occasionally that realization, like, I can't really do much at this point.
It's like, I messed up there. Whoopsie. So
I wonder if there's any interest for a Warhammer 101 sort of stream where, like, you teach me how to play, like, a Warhammer, because I've never.
I mean, if you want to learn, we can teach you. That's something we can do.
We could do a stream on, like, Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah. Tabletop Simulator is honestly best for that.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
I've played lots of D&D with it.
Yeah. The big thing I always recommend if someone's looking to play Warhammer is don't pick an army based on just its strategy. Like, pay attention to its lore and story behind it, because if you like its story, you'll probably play that faction better. Because, like, for me, I love the Tau story. I find it amusing, I find it great, and it's a fun thing. Oh, T. Waifus is back from ads jail. The unfortunate ad jail. But yeah, there's a ton of things out there. My recommendation is, if you want to get, like, a quick and dirty lore, Bricky.
Yeah.
Bricky's...
I watched the Bricky's introduction video.
Yeah.
That you recommended.
Yeah, those will give you the first, like, rundown, see which one kind of interests you, and then go from there and see if you can't find more videos on the lore that aim towards that
You go to sleep, please. I'm freezing.
What was that?
Freezing to death. You go to sleep, please. I'm freezing to death.
Oh, let me go this way then. I was out in the field. I'll try to get back to my base as quick as I can.
Well, I have 69 health left.
I'm getting there.
It's 59. I don't think I'm going to make it.
I'm trying.
39.
Okay, come on. Faster, bird, fast.
29.
Alright.
15.
I'm working on it.
9. Nope. Dead.
Oh, you just died?
In bed.
I would just got to my bed. So you don't have any...
Life's like that sometimes.
Yeah, you don't have any cold resist armor?
I did. It was on my corpse.
Where's your corpse?
Up north.
Okay. Give me a second. Let's see if I have something. Nope, not in there.
I need daytime is what I need.
Alright, I'll get in my bed. Give me a second. There, I'm in bed.
Thank you. I just need to respawn and run to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're running the heater. Thanks, Flambell.
It's like, well, aren't you a little shit?
Ah. All right, I'm in bed. Why
All right.
isn't it?
I don't know. Try getting up and getting back in bed.
Okay.
Maybe it's too late in the evening? Like, daylight's coming?
Is it?
Let me check. Yeah, it's sunrise.
Oh, damn it. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Do you need a cold weather outfit?
No, I have it. I just need to get my. Stop sleeping. Ugh.
Well, no, what I'm asking is, do you need a cold weather outfit to get your corpse?
No.
Okay.
No, not sleep. Grab the corpse that's on the bed.
Alright, that goes all there. Alright.
I can't grab my corpse because it's on the bed.
It's
There
on
we
the...
go.
That's weird.
Wonder if you can break the bed and get the corpse that way.
Oh no, I had to go climb on the bed and look down.
That is...
I couldn't see it over the edge of the bed. That's such a weird game.
I guess.
Yeah, like, what are you, 2 feet tall? Like, what the fuck?
Okay. So I travel. First, I grab a mount. Let's see, fast travel.
I hate the
to
fact that
hill.
you can't just click on the number and enter in a, like, type in a number. You have to sit
Yeah,
here.
it's frustrating.
Yeah,
Increase my tenor, increase by 1.
1,000 should be fine. Hey, Heathcliff. Hope you're having a great night.
Just click max to walk away. You don't even want to.
Alright. Anyway, I was going on with the story. So this guy was, like I said, I think he was playing Dark Angels or something. And, like, he was winning. Like, don't get me wrong. He was kicking my ass. I will fully admit that. Because, well, once again, I wasn't rolling well and I was playing orcs.
Mm-hmm.
That tends to go badly.
Mm-hmm.
But I had, I think it's called a Big Mech.
Sure.
Like, it's kind of like the, no, is it Killacan or something?
Big mechs are essentially like tech marines, and they have big guns and force field generators sometimes.
No, it was just like a big, like, looked like a soda can with arms.
Okay, so that would either be a kill a can or a Death Dread if it's a bigger one.
It's a smaller one.
Okay, so kill a can.
Yeah, it was a smaller one. So I had one of those guys running around, and I sent him into the line with his tech marine and like a few of the tactical squad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one time where I rolled well, and I just obliterated the squad in melee.
Yeah.
I was just like, dead. I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? And even though I had been rolling shit the whole match, he started screaming through chat and like through Discord that I was cheating and that I had found a way to rig the dice.
Mm.
And I'm like, what? Like, the fuck are you on? And he kept yelling. It was like, you know, I couldn't handle losing, so I had to start cheating.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, my brother in Christ, you watched me literally throw the dice in 3D.
Yeah.
Like, I can't make this any more fair.
I bribed the owner of Steam to give me extra dice power.
Give duel?
Yeah.
It was just like, it was so obnoxious. And I was just like, at that point, I'm like, you know what? I was like, you win. It's all yours. I'm done. And I left.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not putting up with this shit. It was just, your story reminded me of that one little incident where I was like, I'm losing. Why are you the pissed off one? Mm-hmm. How the fuck does that work?
Because you're not losing enough. We're the right way.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I have another funny story along the man-child who can't stand to lose vein, though this guy wasn't cheating. I believe this was back during 7th edition, and fortunately this player is no longer in the local community. Have not seen him in quite some time. But we had for the first, and I think the only time, a GT event at the local game store.
What's
GT? I think it's like short for Grand Tour, just like it is in like racing. But basically, a GT is a bigger scale tournament with more players and more rounds. And this one was 5-round tournament spread across 2 days, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
I believe this is the one. Yeah, it had to have been because of what he said. So I was trying out my Blood Angels with Imperial Guard allies.
Oh, that could be neat.
Yeah, this was either 7th edition or early 8th edition, and honestly, it was a pretty good combination because the Guard filled in several gaps that the Blood Angels didn't have, and I was new to playing Imperial Guard. I had the Blood Angel stuff going on pretty good, but I was new to playing Guard. So I started... I had first turn, so I started doing my stuff, and I realized... because at the time, the way Imperial Guard orders worked, you had to give them the orders, I think, in the movement phase. And I realized...
Which edition?
It was 8th.
8th? That is correct. In 7th and 8th, the orders were movement phase, if memory serves.
Right, because we didn't have the command phase yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I realized as I started my shooting phase, it's like, oh, shit, I didn't give these guys any orders. I am leaving this on the table.
Oh,
so, no. As you might do, I said to my opponent, like, hey, I forgot to do this. Do you mind if I go ahead and issue these orders? Perfectly willing to accept the answer no. It's my screw up, and I'll remember next turn. And he basically, his response included the phrase, "You have no business being at a GT if you don't know your army." And I was okay, this is our local store, dude. You know, it may be a GT, but it is our local store. I am here because we need a certain number of players for this thing, and I wanted to experience it. Yeah, I'm playing Guard for the first time. I'm sorry I brought you down a little bit, but you know what? That's fine. I'll remember my orders next turn. And I proceeded to go ahead and play. And then he did his turn, and he was playing Space Wolves, and it was the least well-themed Space Wolves list I'd ever seen because it had like, you know, a bunch of like tanks. Like he had a Predator tank. He had, I think, at least one Land Raider.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, he did have the Space Wolf flyer, the Thunder Wolf or whatever the fuck it's called, that he'd loaded up with some Wolfen and a captain, and he'd flown it over my lines. And so on my start of turn 2, I'm like, all right, and basically I do my stuff, and I blow up one of his tanks, and I put a bunch of wounds on the other with my Guard firing, and then my Space Marine jump captain essentially goes up to his Thunderwolf and wrecks it because, yeah, and all his dudes, you know, essentially make that emergency disembarkation because when you're flying transport wrecks, you essentially all fall out and you have to make a...
I'm just picturing this guy flying up there, landing on like the cockpit, and just starts punching the shit out of it.
No, not punching, Thunderhammer.
you get my point.
Yeah.
It's the image that appeared in my head is this giant ass space marine just flying up there going, and then suddenly the plane just goes down.
Yeah, and I honestly, it was a high point of the match for me because I just love that idea.
Oh my god.
Anyway, his guys have to make the emergency disembarkation, which basically means that they all kind of land around where the transport is crashing, and then for each model he has to make a roll, and I think it's a d6, and if you roll a 1, that model's destroyed because it's an emergency disembarkation. Some people aren't going to land safely.
Right.
And he loses, like, I think 3 or 4 models out of the 10 or 11, which is high mathematically, but...
Yeah.
It basically lands there. He's, I think, still stuck in combat with my captain. And again, he quits. He basically starts picking up his model and fucking leaves because he had that one disastrous turn. And what I thought to say to him but did not was like, I guess I'm not the one who doesn't belong at a GT, huh, motherfucker?
Oh, you should have.
Oh,
You should have.
I should have, but this guy has a major temper. Like, apparently, again, I talked to the other guys in the group, and he's like, yeah, we've gone to other GTs with him, and he will lose a match, get pissy, and basically go out for a smoke break and not come back. And at a tournament, that's a problem because that fucks up all the other pairings. It also fucks over your opponent because your score is dependent on, each turn achieving objectives, and when you only get to play 2 turns because your opponent left, you don't get to score as much, which affects your standing.
That's shitty.
It is super shitty, and honestly, that's behavior that gets you banned from tournaments, and I'm sure he is banned from some, but fortunately, like I said, he is not in the local group anymore. So don't have to deal with that guy. But yeah, I've had 2 people quit on me in 40K matches, and yeah.
I don't think I've had anybody quit on me. I think I've quit because of bad behavior on the other side.
Yeah.
Where I've gone, it's like, hey, this isn't worth my time. You have a great day.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably usually go, hey, this is problematic. I don't really like what you're doing here. Can we stop doing that? Try to address it. And they're like, well, nothing's stopping me from doing it. Then I'm like, okay, well, you have a nice day.
Yeah. Good for you, buddy. Bye.
Or if it was at an organized event, I would get the organizer and basically say, hey, look, this is the situation. I do not want to continue this game, but I don't want to interfere with anything. Can we just call this or do something? Or ask the tournament organizer to basically tell the other player to straighten up and fly right.
Yeah. I could see that. But also at the same time, like, I haven't done tournaments like you have. Mine has always been casual.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, like, nothing weird there.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I need for cake? Milk. Oh, yeah, I need that cow. Oh, boy. Alright, Alright, let's see if I can't find the cow. I know I have a cow. I have several.
Yes.
There we go, workaholic. Boom.
Capturing several.
Alright. So, like... I'll say one of the best opponents I had, since we've been so negative Nancy lately. I'll go for a little bit more of a positive one. One of my better opponents I've had where I didn't know them ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, some of the people I met on Reddit. This one guy, I was playing Imperial Guard with him, and he was playing Chaos Cultists. So, basically, Imperial Guard versus Imperial Guard, essentially. What I didn't know was this guy in his local community was one of the best Imperial Guard players in his state.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever I would make a tactical error, he would stop me and go, hey, take that turn back. Here's something you can learn from this. And he walked me through playing Imperial Guard step by step.
Yeah.
And it was
Awesome.
It was so awesome to have someone like that. And I was like, I don't remember most of the lessons at this point, but I do remember a couple. And it was really cool.
Yeah, it's really good when you have an opponent who's willing to basically say, hey, you know what, I could let you do this and benefit from it, but maybe do this instead, and here's why.
Well, his big thing was he wouldn't tell me how to play him. He would give me 3 separate options.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'd make a mistake like that. He goes, here's some options for you. You don't have to do any of them, but this is what I would recommend.
Right.
And I was like, that was so cool because, like, I've run into people who have been like, oh, you're playing that army wrong. This is how you play it. And I'm like, eh. It's like, it kind of feels dickish when someone, like, tells you how to do it exactly. And it was just like, okay. So I had fun with that. But that was a fun match. Yeah, he totally kicked my ass. my poor guys got slaughtered out. I was boarded off turn 4. I lost all my units by turn 4.
Yeah.
Like, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he still wrecked my shit. Woo. So, there is that. Speaking of overgrown children, though, let's talk about our next topic.
All right.
And that is, the hack on Apex Legend.
Yes.
All right. So, they have done some investigation so far. More than just that video I showed you, okay? All right. So apparently it is believed very strongly that the easy anti-cheat is not currently vulnerable.
Okay.
It's not like, they can't guarantee it naturally, but they strongly believe that the easy anti-cheat is not the problem. So there is that. What is being discussed now is, seeing as all the hacks are focused solely on one game, and that's Apex Legends, there are two possibilities of what it could be going on that they're believing. Either this person got access to the server somehow, either they're a former employee that just messed with the server, or they infected an employee's machine and they used that to get access to the server.
Could be.
Either one is a possibility. The other option they're stating, and this is what they believe is more likely based on the other glitches and hacks this player seems to be causing, is they're sending bugged and incomplete packets on purpose to the server, and the server's attempting to adjust by letting them get access client side to things that they shouldn't have access to.
I mean, that is a sort of common way to break into computers. A lot of vulnerabilities work that way.
Yeah. So, it is believed that's probably the case. Is the current train of thought.
That would make sense.
Now, would as someone in the IT field, would I say you need to stop playing Apex Legends? No. If you're not terribly worried about it, it doesn't seem like he has access to people's computers. He just has access to the Apex server data somehow. So I wouldn't worry about that terribly much myself. Excuse me while I try not to choke on my lungs. Good gods. So, like, there is that. Now, his name is kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Did I tell you about his name, Gamera?
No.
Alright. His name is Destroyer 2009. Alright. Now, why the name is interesting is not... You probably assume he's like, oh, I am a destroyer, and, you know, they just enter some number. There's a movie called The Destroyer. I think it's called The Destroyer. Let me double check. Destroyer 2009 movie. I want to get the movie. Hey, Papa Hollow's here. Alright.
I mean, just look at you. You look like the oasis to some very, very thirsty travelers.
Yeah.
That metaphor makes me uncomfortable.
Alright, so Destroyer is a 2009 movie where it says a man navigates through a future of overwhelming security.
Okay.
So, it's kind of interesting that that's if that matches and things. Like, did he pick that name on purpose because of that movie? Or is it a fun coincidence?
Yeah.
I'm in the camp. I would like to believe that this guy did pick this handle on purpose based on that movie, because that would just be too goddamn cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Especially with the movie's premise.
Yeah.
I'm doing fine, Papa Hollow. I hope you're doing great. So yeah, I just saw that. I thought about it. It was something I want to cover the hack a little bit because it is making gaming news. It's kind of a big deal. So there is that. What else is there going on wonderfully in gaming news? Stellaris is getting its new expansion soon. I can't wait for that. We kind of covered that a bit last week. And that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope she's happy in her new house, Papa Hollow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Great for new houses.
Oh, yeah. Wizen here is going to be getting his new house soon.
Yes.
Yep, I'm still packing.
Yep.
I should be packing now, actually, but breaks have to be taken.
Yeah, it's okay to take breaks.
Yeah, it's necessary to take breaks, I find.
Yeah, taking breaks is required. Alright.
But, April 18th is when I get the keys.
Nice. Alright, so there's one there. Who's all excited for the next Nintendo Direct? Is that the next console?
Yeah,
That's what they call their little broadcasts.
Yeah, the question is, what are they going to be announcing at this next Nintendo Direct? Do we have, like, teases and hints, or...?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about the next Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
I missed that one. The boat left without me.
So, Papa Hollow, what were your highlights of the list that you're excited about?
I saw a teaser list. Oh, do tell, share your information. Like, this is a discussion for everyone to be involved, including chat.
Metroid Prime 4. Okay.
Ooh. You know what? Here's the screwed up thing. I haven't played any of the Metroid games except for Super Metroid, and I didn't finish that.
I have played Original, Super, and Prime, but I did not care for Prime. I did buy Dread, but I haven't played it yet. But I know a lot of people love Prime, so I'm happy that they're getting at long last, a fourth game.
Yeah. Shooting it with a thing. Ow. Uh, 30. Okay, no. Oh, ow! It hit me. There we go. What else was there? Good guts. Oh, we caught him. Yay! Got a Grintail. That way. Anything? Oh no, wait, we're on at. Oh, I mean, he's a subscriber, so he could still hear us. Never mind. Papa, anything else from the Direct that is newsworthy? I mean, Metro Prime 4 is important. Don't get me wrong, that's.
I mean, that is a huge announcement, because honestly, that's been something people have been asking for like, what, 10 years?
I sent you the link. Okay, give me a second. Let's see what we got here. The Direct. Okay, let's see. Hyrule Warriors Imprisoning Ward, November 21st, 2014. Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, the July 18th of this year. Monster Hunter Stories, Endless Ocean, Epic Mini, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I guess that's a Switch version?
It could be a Switch version, or it could just be coming to the Virtual Console. That they sometimes also have big announcements along those lines.
Animal Crossing New Leaf HD, Fantasy Life 1, Decapolis, Little Kitty Big City, Biomutant, Super Mario Party 2, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. They're looking like they're releasing a bundle. Whoa. Call of Duty is getting released, so that's fun.
Oh, Thousand Year Door's a full remake. Nice.
Yeah, that's a full remake.
I was so surprised after they announced, I think at the last one, that they were doing that Epic Mickey remaster. Because I fully thought that, Nintendo and Disney had both gone, you know what, this didn't sell as well as we thought, we're washing our hands.
Yeah.
It's a nifty little game anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a fun game.
Hello, RFG Heathcliff.
How's the game going? It's going fine. I'm exploring around, trying to get to all these teleporting things, while capturing any pals I come across that I don't just instantly kill by shooting it. So yeah, that's an interesting group. I'm glad to see that they haven't just dropped Hyrule Warriors. Because while that is a odd combination, it does work. Like, I had fun with it.
I'm gonna die in the middle of the ocean. I died in the middle of the ocean.
Does your stuff sink to the bottom?
No. Because I was walking on the top of the ocean.
Okay. You are doing something I did. What is that? I hope it's true. The leak's proven that this is a concrete list, but we'll see on April 18th. Oh, damn it. I killed the bird. I want to catch a chicken.
I'm going to have to re-gear up to get my corpse.
Okay.
It's in the middle of the cold shit. I don't know, I guess I was too close to one coast to the other, and I couldn't get away from the coast fast enough, and I just kept on taking 45 damage per turn.
That sucks.
Because it was max cold. And I, for whatever reason, had my hot weather stuff equipped.
I've done that on occasion where I've forgotten what armor I'm wearing and it's like, shit. Let's see what else is going on. There was something else I was going to talk about too, and I can't remember what it was. I hate it when my brain does that.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like it was kind of important.
I'm trying to think of any nerd-related things going on. I have heard about the new Twitch meta.
Oh, God. That.
Sorry, what?
Okay, so... Okay, see, Wise, you know how the green screen works. I know that.
Yeah.
This girl is wearing a green booty shorts and using it like... and using it like it was a green screen to show off her gameplay on her butt.
Yep.
I see.
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
I mean, you gotta admire the hustle.
You gotta admire the
crack a joke.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, it's a very cheeky ploy.
God, now here comes a bun. By the way, the person who's doing it is the same woman who did the whole complete naked meta.
Yeah, Morg Pie.
Morg Pie. Like, she's moved on to a new one because I think she realized if she kept doing what she was doing, she was going to get banned from Twitch.
And if you asked me who that is, I wouldn't know.
The only reason why I know her name is because of the damn Dextro article. That's the only reason why I know.
I saw Moist Critical did a video about her new streaming technique, and just terribly amusing.
Like, why? Why is this a thing? Wow! I just killed a deer in one shot. Didn't mean to do that. But no, it's kind of ridiculous, and I feel like, look, I can appreciate the hustle, but at the same time, it's like, when is the limit going to be reached?
Honestly, I think Twitch just needs to break down at this point and do, like, you can label your stream for mature audiences only, and we'll enforce it, and we'll have relaxed, standards on those streams. Otherwise, you have to abide by this stricter set of rules to make sure that, you're PG-13.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's just... They need to just make an adult section.
Yeah.
That's basically what they need to do. And that would solve so many problems. But at the same time, this whole meta thing would stop happening. Or not happen as often.
Yeah, I mean, well, you'd still have people try to think of, clever ways to do things, but... Yeah. You can put a tag on there, but it doesn't really mean anything, is my understanding.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Because Twitch doesn't really have, like, its users say, I'm 18 or older.
Heathcliff says there's a way to put your stream for 18 plus in the settings.
Yeah, that's what I was responding to.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying is Twitch has no way to know if a signed-in user is 18 plus. Because I think the only sign-up requirement is that you swear you promise that, you're 13 years or older.
Yeah, it's very much like the whole, the Marauders map. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
I'm definitely not three babies in a trench coat.
Yes.
I'm not three kobolds in a trench coat.
In my Cthulhu game this Saturday, the party had their first encounter with the great race of Yith, whose famous forms is like a tall flesh cone. And when I showed them a picture of what that looks like, they remarked that it sort of looked like three people, adult people in a trench coat because of the way the cone shape is. And I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. I'm looking through my previous videos just to make sure if I could find it, because it was a video I saw that stood out. And I have to go through all the music I played at work today because
I guess the other thing that I've heard about recently that is causing a bit of a nerdy stir would be Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, here we go. It's a streamer stir. Some people know of the streamer. Her name is Susu. All right. She is a content creator on YouTube and Twitch, and she is known for being attractive, but she doesn't... What's the word I'm looking for? She's not one to, overly flaunt it kind of mentality. Okay. She mostly does, She's friends with, Moist Critical and stuff.
One of those say I'm hot and I'll bang you streams.
What was that?
One of those say I'm hot and I'll bang you streams.
Say I'm hot and I'll bang you stream?
Yeah. Ban
you. Oh, ban you.
AP's here. She just resubscribed for 20 months. Thank you.
Hey.
You missed, dear. You missed again. Can you... And of course she firewalls the tavern. Ow! I just got charged. Anyway, the reason why I bring her up is because she got so tired of deepfakes being made of her that she has now made an AI deepfake of herself, and she's selling that bot.
Wow.
Interesting.
She's like, hey, her exact line of reasoning was, hey, you all sickos are going to be doing this anyway, might as well make money off of it.
Okay.
Hey, that's one way to do it. I thought this was a little fun story. It was just like, it was a little ridiculous. It was like, okay, why not? I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, damn deer. Get in the ball.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about that situation, but that does make a certain amount of sense. That is
yeah.
one way to combat that.
Let's see what else. There was that was Apex Legends, which we already talked about.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
There's the Dragon's Dogma 2 you were bringing up.
Yeah, basically Capcom long-awaited sequel to a classic RPG game, and two problems. One, the PC port of it is absolute dog shit. It is actually literally unplayable for many folks, but the folks who can play it report, just constant performance issues. And the other issue that people are having is that basically they've microtransactioned the hell out of a single-player game. So it's like, oh, you want to do this? Well, you can unlock some extra currency for $1.99 and do it right away, or I guess you could do it the grindy way. The particular thing that people are calling out is that your character's appearance, you can change it for a certain amount of in-game currency, which it's a lot of in-game currency, or you can pay Capcom and change it right away. And the Capcom has actually stored your character's appearance in the cloud. So, like, even though this is a single-player game, there's no local stored save file of your character that you could edit to change your appearance. If you want to change your appearance, you either have to pay a lot of in-game currency or pay them like the $1.99.
Jeez. Oh, goddamn.
And then it uses some kind of shitty copy protection that everybody thinks shouldn't be used. I can't remember the name of it. It starts with a D.
DRM or?
No, it's like the brand is like D or I want to say Derulo, but that's like Jason Derulo. And that's not what I'm thinking of.
Sweet Jesus, I can't hit this damn deer with a shit.
Copy. Let's see. DRM software.
No, it'd be against my moral compass.
No,
Your fucking moral compass is on the wet field!
Anti-piracy,
I mean, just
or is
look
it
at you. You look
anti-cheat?
like the oasis to some very, very
This is
thirsty
a great
travelers.
opportunity for slaughter.
Metaphor makes me uncomfortable.
Would it though? Would it?
All of them. He goes like, I'm in all of them. I'm like, yeah, I can tell you activated every single one, my dude.
De Novo.
De Novo.
Yeah, apparently it's not great. It's privacy risk, can grossly hurt performance. Again, this Moist Critical did a video on it, and he was just like, using this anti-cheat in this day and age should be like legally actionable.
Speaking of tech and legally actionable, you heard that Apple is currently in court with the federal government?
Yes.
Why?
Would you like to share, Gamera?
So, my understanding is that they got dinged in an anti-monopoly action by the Department of Justice.
Yep.
Something to do with how locked down their is it the iPhone specifically? I believe it's the iPhone.
No, it's all Apple products.
Louis Rossman, you win. Louis Rossman, you win.
Yeah. No, they proved this group of people, it wasn't one company that brought the charge against them, but a group of people, and they proved that Apple is purposely putting programming updates in their products to degrade not only their own product to force you to buy the new stuff, but also anytime an Apple product interacts with something outside of Apple, it also purposely throttles down the interaction.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because their goal was to make every product look shitty compared to Apple, when Apple's the one doing the shitty behavior.
Yep, and that is what the DOJ has used to determine. Yeah, I wasn't clear that it applied to like their desktops, but yeah. So I'm hoping that this really nails their asses to the wall. This would be fantastic.
AP's like, yikes, that's less than great. Sup, man, how goes the Palworld? Oh, it's going fine. I'm just running around catching things that I plan on fusing into one mega pal later.
And on other news for Apple that's not so good, this is more of an esoteric topic, so I'll try to just hit the high points, but apparently there is a major, basically unpatchable vulnerability in the cryptography of the modern Apple chip architecture.
Which means they're super hackable.
I mean, there's still a number of hoops you have to go through, and you have to have the malware on there. You have to be able to do certain things, and it still takes some time. But basically, my understanding, and I'm not a hardware chip level guy, is that if you have the program on an affected Apple device with the M1, M2, and I believe the M3 chip has it as well, where you can essentially have this program running. The way modern CPUs do optimization for like encryption, decryption operation, they try to preload things and predict where you'll need to pull memory from next. And there's a hack that essentially allows you to essentially decode the decryption keys by using... But basically, you trick the architecture into pulling certain values into that the prefetch stuff, and then you're able to inspect that. And then, if you get enough of those values, you're able to essentially break the encryption.
All right. Hey, Cliff, you have a great night, man.
I think they said for basically the highest level encryption protocols that are currently in use, it would be like a few days, rather than like 1,000 years like you'd expect.
Which a few days to hack into something may seem like a big deal to some people. I can tell you this right now, a few days to hack into something is really actually quick.
And that is literally the top of the line possible encryption. Not everything uses that. The more typical encryption that you might see, like the SHA 256 keys, broken in hours.
Yeah. The fact, like, if you can get your computer, like, hacked, like, if you have a decent level of security on it, if it gets hacked in less than a day, then either you have a vulnerability or something is wrong. Something is very wrong.
And the problem is basically, like I said, because of the way it does these prefetches to try and speed things up. It's a performance optimization. So you can't actually patch this out of the architecture because it's just how the chip works. So basically it falls on the application developers for Apple devices to make sure to do things a certain way so that they're not doing the prefetch, or you disable prefetching entirely for the application and it suffer a performance hit, which might be a modest performance hit depending on what you're running.
Yeah. I can agree with that. For some programs, that's going to be a massive hit, but a lot of them, it's going to be a minor to moderate hit.
They were not able to replicate the behavior on the equivalent Intel chip, the latest generation Intel chip that has the same prefetching kind of behaviors available to it. It just doesn't work quite the same way, and so the Intel chip apparently not subject to this vulnerability. So
yeah, that's not good for Apple there at all.
Yeah, I don't think this affects the iPhones. I think this is specific to Apple desktops. But I could be wrong.
Can someone do the shout out for Gracker there?
I can.
Thank you kindly. I'm in the middle of fighting apparently a giant electric panda. And I can't seem to get a good shot on him. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that. I want the red one, just in case. Oh, okay. Ow! He hit me. Yeah, Apple just seems to be not doing particularly stellar as of late.
Well, I have always not been a fan of Apple just because at their best they are usually you get the quality of your Intel product but at a 20% premium.
Yeah.
There are a few things that they do well. I know a few people at work that use like Apple type laptops as their main laptop. More power to them.
Yeah, I have fixed way too many Apple products that I never want to own one.
Yeah.
Because I've fixed phones, I've fixed laptops, I have fixed computers, and it's such proprietary shit that it's annoying as hell. And it also doesn't help that the screws that they use for their cell phones are made from a particular soft metal that will strip if you try to basically remove them.
That's shitty.
And so what ends up happening is you have to put in your own screws that are similar size and shape.
Yep.
And that is a pain in the ass. I cannot tell you how many Apple cell phones I've had to fix where I've literally looked at it and went, okay, it's this phone, cool, let me reach into this drawer. Why are you getting all those screws? Because I'm going to need to replace every goddamn screw in this. Just to fix it.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
NG Natural got you tabbed while watching Netflix. Evening to you, hope you're doing well today. I'm doing fine, Gracker. And NG Natural is playing Helldivers for Democracy and Super Earth.
I keep seeing people talking about Helldivers, and it looks like it could be a pretty fun game.
It looks to be fun. I am seriously debating on getting it myself. If I do get it, I want to try to get like 3 other people to get it with me, and we just all go in as a team.
Yeah. Is that one a third-person shooter?
It's a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
So that's why I think you could, handle it, because I know you hate first-person shooters.
Yeah, my neck tends to lock up as I, kind of sync up with the game, and I just don't like that. Even Minecraft gives me problems, and it's not as fast-paced as like a real shooter most of the time.
Yeah.
But third person's a little easier.
Yeah. Helldivers does have one kind of little thing about it that makes it both fun and terrifying.
Which is?
Friendly fire can never be turned off.
Yes, I've seen some videos. I didn't know that it was not an option to turn it off, but...
Yeah. No, people have been complaining to developers to have the option to turn off friendly fire, and they just laughed and said, it is a skill issue. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Some of the other developers responded with, why turn it off? Carpet bombing your friends on accident is hilarious.
I mean, to my mind, I would think that you'd want as many people to enjoy your game in as many ways as possible, but if they want to be petty little bitches about it, I guess that's kind of funny too.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not a large subset of their community that's complaining about this. It is a very small subset, so I can get why they don't consider it that big of a deal. Especially when the majority of their, what the fuck? I have run into a mortal chicken.
It is the alpha and the omega. It is the chicken and the egg.
Server just crashed.
Server just crashed. All right. Let me pull up a different game then. Let the server restore. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. All right. Let it load up. It'll take a moment for this game to load. I'll go back to just chatting while it's loading, so that we are not floating in the black ether.
Floating in the ether.
Oh, yes. On the upside, this new game is very audience interactive. And that would be our glorious, glorious overlord, RimWorld.
Ah.
I wonder how many points you all have. As soon as the Twitch toolkit connects, we'll find out. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week for tech stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, can I cause chaos? I need to cause chaos! Fucking AP.
Elon Musk has implied that he is seriously considering getting rid of the block feature on Twitter in favor of a mute feature, which might put him in violation of certain basically anti-harassment requirements in certain app stores.
All right, Heath, you get some sleep, man. All right? You rest. Have a great night, man. All right, let me turn off Palworld to replace it with RimWorld. Because I'll do this. So that way I have the name corrected. There we go. Yeah, Elon did not, I don't think he realizes how much of a shit he could get into if he does that.
I mean, basically, he's a rich asshole who has never faced real consequences because he was born a rich asshole, and until he does, he's going to keep doing this shit.
Word.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, Diablo 4 PC game players now need Battle.net to play Diablo 4.
I mean, it was always an always online game. What has changed?
When you had the Xbox Game Pass, you didn't need to have Battle.net. You would access it through Game Pass.
Oh, I see. So, wait, that's not PC gamers, though. That's the Xbox gamers.
No, it isn't. Because you can get Xbox Game Pass for the PC. I have it for PC.
Neat. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It gives you access to Microsoft PC titles for free for some of them.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
I literally have the Xbox Game Pass. I just didn't know I could use it on PC, too.
Yep. You can use it on PC, my friend, and get access to some free games on your PC.
But I actually bought Diablo 4 a while back when it was on a pretty good sale. I think maybe around Christmas. Have not installed or played it yet.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything.
That reminds me of another, I guess, topic, and I think we may have discussed this before, but just in case people weren't there, Larian Studios has announced that they're not going to be doing any sequel to Baldur's Gate 3 or any DLC for it.
The key to making a game is knowing when it's done.
Well,
and I think a lot of studios struggle with that.
I think that's.
And,
go ahead.
Well, I think sure there might be more they could do. Drawing a line and saying this is good, we should just stop it here. Is a solid decision.
I don't disagree in principle, but that's not really, I think, the substance of the reason that they're doing this. Like, they could have done a Baldur's Gate 4, they could have done like an Icewind Dale sequel, they could have done a Planescape Torment sequel, they could have, essentially made bank continuing the tradition of making successors to those BioWare games. But the implication that in a lot of the interviews is that the Larian Studios folks really are fed up with the way Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro is operating. And it's like, you know what? We're going to develop our own original stuff. We did this great Baldur's Gate 3. It's awesome. You guys enjoy it. We're still going to do some patches to make sure that everything's good. But we're not doing any DLC. We're not planning on any sequels. We're not planning on any other games in this line. We're going away from the D&D universe.
Let's see a GURPS game.
Well, here's the funny thing.
Tell me.
When Larian did announce that, there were a couple of companies that did speak up.
Mm-hmm.
In the TTRPG sphere.
Uh-huh.
One of them is kind of the one you would expect to speak up when basically Hasbro Wizards fucks up and they're like, hey, we're here. And that would be Paizo.
Uh-huh.
Paizo once again said they are up for working with Larian Studios if Larian Studios decide they want to work with them.
Yeah.
So we could see Larian Studios producing a Pathfinder game. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Other companies that have spoke out, White Wolf did not. They were not one of the ones who spoke out. I remember that much because I was surprised on that one.
No, I'm not, because White Wolf is a wholly owned subsidiary of Paradox.
Oh, that's true. There was another TTRPG though, and it wasn't like a giant one. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
I mean, not a giant one.
It's the name. The name is hitting me, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
No braining.
Yeah, my brain is no braining. My wife goes, "Is your brain no braining?" I'm like, "Yes, my brain is no braining."
Is there anything that you remember about the TTRPG at all? Genre?
It was sci-fi.
Traveler?
Might have been Traveler. I think it might have been Traveler.
When I think sci-fi and, RPGs, that is, I think, the big dog.
Yeah.
That isn't already a licensed property like Star Wars or Star Trek.
Yeah, I think it might have been Traveler. It might have been it. Hey, Pioneer Girl.
I would fucking kill for a Traveler CRPG. That could be amazing.
Yeah, because the closest thing we have right now is Rogue Trader.
Sure.
Like to what Traveler was.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that games like Freelancer and, oh god, I always blank on Libertarian Spreadsheet Simulator.
EVE Online. And Elite Dangerous. They all are very Traveler-ish. Pioneer Girl goes, how's the tavern? Tavern's great. I love the fact that we have Pioneer Girl in our Discord because every day she messages there and like greets everyone with a great morning and all that jazz. It brightens my day just a little. And then AP lights the place on fire, which also brightens my tavern.
It does. It's very bright.
My eyes!
Also, your eyes, you gotta keep them bright.
Okay, game, are we going to load finally? Because that's the problem with RimWorld. It takes forever to load sometimes.
But yeah, I love the idea of a Traveler RPG and the Traveler universe. Have we had a Traveler computer game? I want to say we have.
I mean, you could look and you could tell me.
Yeah, that's, when I said that, I was literally going over to Google to, let's see.
Sorry, I had to tense up there for a second. Wisen, you are a dick.
And you are welcome.
All right, so now we have the Twitch toolkit connected, which means if you type in !bow, like so, it will tell you how many points you have. All right. If you type in !RIM store, it will give you a link to the store. Oh god, Wisen has a fuck ton. I'm afraid. So one of the things you can purchase, by the way, is the ability to have your own colonist in the colony. And by the way, this is a vampire colony. So to give you, some of you understand what's going on, Welcome to, what's the name of the group? I just had it in my head.
Why is this depressed? What else is new?
What do points do? Give me a second. Where is it? There you go. The faction's name is the Unending Eclipse. And my capital is named the Crimson Enclave. And we have the religion called the Dark Coven. We worship darkness. We like being underground. We drink blood. And we have magical powers. How do we get more points? By literally sitting here and watching. Though there is a chat timer, which is if you don't talk every 20-ish minutes.
Moral compass is a roulette wheel.
There you go.
I mean, just look at you. You look like the oasis to some very, very thirsty travelers.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
I got a drink. Alright, so by watching and typing at least something every 20 minutes, you will continuously earn points every minute.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
There were 2 official Traveler RPG video games in the 80s.
In the 80s. So we're due for one.
Yes.
Yeah, we are due for one. Something every 20 minutes. Oh, God.
The Jodani Conspiracy and Quest for the Ancients.
All right.
Released under the Mega Traveler name.
By the way, we have currently 2 vampires in the colony. We have Nanami here, who is currently sleeping in her coffin, which is called Death Rest. You have to do it every so long, so that way it gets it. It's midnight here. I need to get bed, but I wanted to tab you up and share the love. Hey, I appreciate the lurks. Lurks are accepted here. The other one is Humps here, Ralph Humps. He is also a vampire.
Ralph Humps.
Yep. I don't choose the random nicknames on this. Fucking A. So there's that. Wizen's in this, and he's actually got a religious title. It's called the Depthanor. He focuses on mining.
But that's the depressed.
Depressed. No, it's Depthanor. Okay. You're all about mining. You're also.
I'm deep.
You're deep.
Yes.
You're also. You're very deep. Give me a second. I think also, I believe you may be one of our best medics.
Cool.
Yes, you are our best medic in the colony. So you're also our lead surgeon.
Cool.
Squidgy's in here. Since we have the magic thing, certain people have classes that they can perform that are like D&D like. Nanami, for an example, is a summoner. So she can summon little turrets, she can summon little elementals, and these little green dudes that you'll see floating around every now and then, wherever I could find one. There's one. These little demon green dudes, she summons those.
What?
And,
those.
Yep, and they work. They carry things, they clean up the place, that's literally their job. Humps doesn't have any classes yet. Wizen doesn't have any yet. Squidgy got Cleric. When Squidgy spawned in, he became a Cleric. So he is a magical healer, so he's our combat healer. Sly is a warrior, legendary blade dancer. And he has several warrior techniques for some reason. Oh, someone developed a combat skill. What are you? Wayfarer, so he doesn't have a class yet. What's his Wayfarer? Combat training, excessive combat, a survival do. Resistances. Oh, hell yeah. I want... Whoa, I haven't spent any of your points yet? Jeez. Maximum stamina. Yeah, I want to increase that. Boom. Sorry. Alright, so there's that. Wayfarer is kind of like the I don't have a class thing.
Yeah.
We have a fucking rhinoceros. What? Oh, Christ. AP, why? All right, rhinoceros, where are you? I think it's under this one. Yeah, rhinoceros 1. You are going to be inside Earth sprites, transmute, regrowth. Do I not have a zone for this? No, I don't. Okay, we gotta fix that. Expand allowed area. New area. Animals. Animals. Okay. Expand allowed area. Animals. Let's go. Oh my god. The things you make me do, AP. Dog leather. Why isn't just bought a bunch of dog leather? I guess we can make some clothes with that. Good god. Alright, so let me do this. I'll go like that. Alright. Alright. Wait, what am I doing? I need this anyway, so... Alright, there we go. That goes there. This is going to be fun because I have to sit here and get this right. Okay, we got that. Bipolar. Why? Why are you buying a polar bear? The fucking hell?
That's brilliant, AP.
Oh, why? All right, that's it. Expand allow area. Dangerous animals. Fucking Christ. All right. All right, there we go. We got dangerous animals. So, where the fuck is the bear? Okay, so we got animals. Where is that polar bear? Polar bear. Dangerous animals. Go there. Polar bears are cute. Yeah, and they also maul the fuck out of everything. Actually, no, wait. I can let the polar bear run free because for the most part, it shouldn't be a problem.
Has the dog leather arrived yet?
Yeah, the dog leather has arrived. All right, so I'm gonna need to make another bed for the polar bear. So there's that. Well, have fun with that. Yeah. Fucking Christ. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? We have Sly. Like I said, he's a blade master. Tiffy is a death knight. Steroid doesn't have anything. Wes doesn't have anything. Ryu doesn't have anything. Kunaz has Wayfarer, so he hasn't picked up a class yet. No, that's not a class. Okay. Nothing there.
You will never sleep again.
Husky's drunk. Why? How many of those fucking things do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a monkey. Son of a bitch. Meanwhile, we have suddenly gone from Vampire Castle to Dr. fucking Doolittle.
In the words of my people. Oh
my god, Mega Spider. What? Why a spider? Christ. I'm just gonna start just mass producing these beds. Oh wait, I can't. God damn it. Okay. So we'll do this. Alright, is it structure? No, it's furniture, I believe. Animal bed. What do I have the most of? I'm curious. Yeah, I can notice that.
Dog leather.
Wool. Buffalo wool. I have like 12,000 buffalo wool. Alright.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that. Alright, so I'll just put these guys in the hallway, like so, and let them go to town.
You need.
Well, assuming your guys are gonna keep summoning animals.
I guess. How about food?
Food? Oh, we're
Food
doing
for the dogs. Dogs doing dishes.
Yeah, we have plenty of meat. We have a lot of what's called muffalo meat.
Muffalo.
Yeah. Because I have a farm elsewhere on the world that it's producing meat constantly for me.
Cool.
So there is that.
Suspicious, but cool.
Well, it's a ranch. They produce wool, meat, and whatever other resources.
Yeah, and what happens to the volunteers? Are they ever seen again? They show up for work and then disappear like 10 days later.
Are you talking about the people who are working the ranch or the?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're out there. They're happy.
Yeah, right. That's what they tell you. I gotta keep you sated. You're a sucker.
Yeah. Corn to go with the meat. Okay. I mean, I have people who are constantly cooking rice and meat, and now we'll add some corn, and we'll have tacos.
Corn!
I have a bunch of stuff that I'm currently building. Humps is making a dog leather button-down shirt. Chocolate. AP just supplied chocolate and corn. Oh, Jesus. Dessert, yep. Yeah, that'll help with the people. Incendiary launch. What? Okay. Here's a thing about this game, alright? Or at least the vampires I have. They took the WAD approach to vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they're afraid of fire. So if fire appears on the ground, the vampires actually run from it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I can't have like some of my fighters be vampires.
Right.
Because I have to make sure that they're not all my fighters are gonna run away when the place catches fire. Castleware, why did you summon Devil Tweety? Seriously, why? This thing, like, I'm not sure you guys understand how bad a cassowary is. It is over 6 feet tall. It has claws like raptors. And once a year, this little thing gets hormonal and decides anything with a pulse is gonna goddamn die.
Well.
Alright?
That'll be interesting to see then.
And when they're in zoos, the zookeepers will go in there in groups of 3, 2 of which with 3-inch thick metal plates that are as tall as they are to absorb the kicks while the third person does whatever they're needing to do.
Huh.
I shit you not. There's another monkey. I'm gonna have so many monkeys. A rat. You are 1 coin away from, or 2 coins away from buying a rat. Oh, there's the rat now. Oh man, so many. How are my animals? Oh my god, I wish I could separate these from like. Wizen.
Yes.
Bud.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell us something?
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh my god.
I'm most assuredly innocent of any sort of accusation you could
Right.
Wholly innocent of any wrongdoing.
Right.
I'm most assuredly blameless. It was not me. I did not do it. If there was anything.
All right.
I'm
gonna try putting as many huskies as I can in this front room, so that way, if anybody invades, they'll have a mega spider and an army of dogs to basically say hi.
Huskies are so great.
Yep. And here's the thing. I didn't select human primacy, so that means my people can get... these animals can all develop relationships and become actual loved pets.
Cool.
If you take the human primacy Why are you mad at your job, waifu? If you take the human primacy focus, you can't actually have animals as pets.
Huh.
It says you can't do it.
Yes, he sleeps for us he wants.
Alright, there we go. Alright, we have a whole line of beds. That should be fine. Hopefully that'll keep us fine. Right now it's volcanic winter, so we're dealing with that right now. I'm doing fine power-wise, and I haven't had to get solar yet. I have plenty of consistent power from my tidal generators. These guys need to be finished building. So that'll be fun. They're making you work on Easter? That sucks. That really sucks. Okay. I mean, if you don't mind it then, I can skip church. That's fair. Just don't tell the Sisters of Battle that. Because the Sisters of Battle will bring church to you. Oh, some of my things are breaking down because I need components. Damn it. Oh, your dad and you got into a huge argument about that. Sucks. If they give you time and a half, double time, yeah, bonus. Yeah, the big thing I'm lacking right now is components. And for some reason, my people aren't making them. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. Because they could make them right here in the lathe. I told them to make 100 components. Oh, it says I need steel. Do I not have enough steel? I do not. Oh. Okay, that's why they're not doing it. Steel it is. See, I normally don't mind working on holidays either, except for like certain ones with my kids and everything. Like Christmas and all that jazz, because I want to be here for that. But I'm not a fan of the fact that I have to work on Mother's Day. Because that weekend I have to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 12 plus hour days, standing outside all day in the hot sun, directing people on how to park.
Yeah.
And on the one, so go ahead.
And I was going to say, and they only offer us one meal the entire day, and it's done by a group that's known for poisoning people.
Wow.
The Borgias?
Well, not that. In this case, it's Sodexo.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so I tend to bring my own food. They do provide us some food in the morning that is not made by those idiots. But it's usually like snack foods like donuts, usually coffee.
Hard to make a donut poisonous.
Yeah, kind of hard, but...
Sorry, waifu, in response to what you're saying there, on one level, your dad is right. It's important to look after yourself and make sure you don't get burnt out or injured or stressed or whatever and not be able to do the job. On the other hand, your dad doesn't get the hustle that you have to have nowadays to even just fucking survive. So, like...
Yeah.
He doesn't get it, man.
Some people don't.
He doesn't get it, friend.
Some people don't, my dude. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, the Huskies can do that. I have these food bins here, and I was worried that these would keep the Huskies from getting to the food. No, they walk right up to it, eat out of it, and then they leave. Your parents force you to go to church. That's shitty. Church should be honestly something that you choose to do, not...
Yeah.
Not forced to.
No indoctrination.
Yeah. Oh, Nanami's awake.
Ironically, the same people who indoctrinate their kids into religious cultures are the same ones that yell about people being indoctrinated into the quote-unquote LGBT culture.
Yeah.
It's like, my dudes, do you not get what you're doing?
Let me rename that to no animals. Alright. And, clear the allowed area of no animals. I want to clear that.
Animals.
Yeah, because, like, for example, I don't want huskies and polar bears in my surgery bay.
That's fair.
How dare you, sir? Huskies are pure.
I also want
carry no germs.
I also want to keep them out of the kitchen and butcher shop.
They're too happy to have germs. They're immune.
Yeah. Other than that, they're allowed to go wherever they want. It's just those two areas are you can't go there. I'm enjoying all this. Gonna go lurk for a bit, balance. I'm done venting here, vibe. Hey, waifu, it's fine to vent. We're here to listen.
If this game had any realism, the Huskies would go into the zones they're not allowed.
Yeah,
and lie down.
Oh, God. All right.
Imagine it with realistic husky whining.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Love it. I'm there for it.
Manage areas. All right, so I want to invert. All right, so that way, this is what I do. Then I go to animals, and I say, no animals for all of those. All right. I think that's... Oh, yeah, there's the huskies. There. They will stay out of that area now. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Yep. All right. I wonder when the weather is going to change, because it's been volcanic winter for 2 years now.
Well, when the cosmic groundhog sees its shadow.
And now we have an alpaca. Oh, it's being moved to the pen. Okay. Thank the gods. Yay! We don't have to deal with that. Oh my god. And tomorrow I have to play Hollow Knight.
I wonder if it's enabled.
Ooh, neat.
It's the first time I've ever played it. Like, I have never touched Hollow Knight before.
I think I've played it a tiny bit. It's not one of the ones I've spent like a lot of time on in terms of those platformers.
Yep. Oh, by the way, there's a vote. If you type in the number, you will get to decide which drop event I get. 1 is good, 2 is neutral, 3 is good. Other than that, we don't know what it is. Subscribers, by the way, get two votes. Oh my god.
Your message is identical to the one you sent within the last 30 seconds.
Papa Ho's in there too. Oh boy.
It's clearly not built for Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go at 1 then instead of 3.
Yeah. No, if you type in the number, it changes your vote. Oh, there's a warg. Oh, Jesus. Please tell me that it's... Do I have to... Where's the warg? Warg, where are you? Warg. Where's the warg? There it is. No animals. Oh, monkeys. Yeah, no animals. And the rats also go into the no animal category. Good God. My warg. Oh my god. Alright. So, with here, I should... Oh, yeah, I could do this. Train. Oh, wait. Rhinoceros. But start training all these animals. Because this will enable me to... They'll be trained, they'll become pets, and they're also likely to learn some new skills. Chunks of a spacecraft have crashed nearby. You can disassemble them for stuff. Cool. Alright. Thank you for space junk. Space junk. Da, 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 da. I think AP has to slow down slightly because she's running out of points. Alright, Slyforce has gotten a new skill. Okay. He's almost maxed out on all of his skills. So soon Sly will be very, very good at what he's doing. By the way, in order to get a class, you have to unlock it somehow. Back from ad jail. Let's go! And in order to get XP in that class, you either have to have your stat maxed out, like your stamina or your mana, and you get a certain amount of XP per like minute or something involving that, or you have to keep using skills to get experience.
Yep.
So that's why Nanami's got quite a bit of skill points. Oh, she has 1 point right now available. Go with Words of Binding. Make those elementals last longer. We also, by the way, have robots. We have robots called droids. Their job is basically carrying shit, doing all kinds of stuff, and they're armed. If I were to give you, say, a tornado generator, do you use it or is it used against you? I use it. Yes, these are not the droids you're looking for. I do not have... Do I have that tech unlocked? I forget. Let me check. Androids. No, I don't have battle droids unlocked yet. I have androids unlocked, though, which I have to get my android printer made. Which, that's fun. We got deer, we got gigalopes, and all kinds of fucked up animals on this planet. Yes, the hay grass has died from rotting. Oh, the droids are not doing what they're supposed to, and Ryu got messed up, so I have to fix him. Work. Alright. Seeing as you don't have to sleep, and you don't have a mental capacity, or mental break stat, I could just tell you to work all the time, and you will work.
Slave driver.
And they don't have brains.
Robots have rights too.
Okay. Like, in my last colony, you might have actually disturbed the people if you said that. In this colony, we're not the good guys.
AI have rights.
Rights? What are those? Oh, that's adorable. Let's see. Can I... Oh, I have a conversion ritual. Who needs it? Nicole, Yulian. Is Nicole one of my people? No, she's a prisoner. What about Yulian? Yulian is one of mine. So we'll go over to you. Yeah, because we need to get you to the right religion for the colony. Alright, alright, screw it. Let's go. I love how the little symbol for the religion is a bunch of skulls floating into the sky. It's like, yeah, we're totally not a death cult. Nope. What's all those skulls? They're decorative. For what reason? Because they're pretty. It's like, I need to ask you for a favor, but you can't ask any questions. Okay. I need a pristine human skull. It's like, okay, only if you don't ask questions. Okay. Pulls out 7 pristine human skulls. This one will do. Alright, I doubt we're going to convert this person, but we are going to weaken their belief in the way of masculinity. Masculinity. Oh, that sounds toxic as fuck. I need to know what their religion's about. Alright, female have to be totally covered. Men can have 3 or fewer spouses. Jeez. Yeah, these guys sound asshole. Women can only have 1 spouse. Marriage is always the man's last name. Jeez. And the relics are a chain and a bottle. Okay, so it's your religion of basically the drunken asshole dude bro. Or not even dude bro, just drunken asshole masculinity bro. I feel like I need to wipe them off the, the face of this planet. Alright. Hump spoke about the meaning of life, which is death. Or...
That Husky up is the mushroom room.
Yeah, I have a mushroom room.
The mushroom.
Yeah. Alright, so we got a little better. Alright, so who's the person who does that? Who's that? Oh, it's Julian. Okay. Alright. Our cook. How are you doing? So we took a chunk off of that. So we gotta wait a little while and try again. 20 days for a conversion ritual. Humps will...
I was going to say, do you have a time constraint tonight?
Nope.
We are past 9 o'clock.
No, I do not. Where is it? The convert has 3 days. Okay. Would a tornado generator help? Not really. The tornado generator would not be overly helpful. The big thing I need right now is mostly components. That's the big thing I need. That and plasteel. No, components and advanced components. My bad. Those are the 2 I need. Alright. I'll let this go for a few more minutes and then we'll head out.
Radio.
Alright, let me start working on finding someone to say hi to on Twitch. While it's while this is running. Let's see. We got some Missy Meow on Fortnite, Catitude, World of Warcraft, Genabid for Path of Exile, Vital, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. A lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirths, it looks like. It's the big game. Puzzle Monkey's on. He's doing Stardew Valley. Let's see. Vincent Death, where it's on stream. Melissa in Denial's doing Skulls and Bones. I wonder if Yeah, let me see if I've rated Melissa in the last 30 days. Did you buy 100 hairs? My poor processor. Oh my god.
Hit me to the hip hop and I don't stop.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be doing this for a while. Oh my god, 100 hairs. You know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna put them in the animal bin. Because that'll be where they can get food easier. I don't want to kill them. God. Jesus Christ.
I thought I would improve the stream by a hair.
By a hair, yeah, I wonder. God damn it.
You didn't just improve it by a hair. You improved it by a whole toupee.
All right, let's see. Oh my God, you guys, why would so many? All right, let's see. Melissa in denial. Have I rated her? I have not rated her in the past 30 days.
Okay.
Everybody else, quick, buy all the rabbits.
No more rabbits. No, damn it.
It's wabbit season.
Duck season.
Okay, buy ducks then.
No. God damn it.
Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. Look, I insist it's rabbit season. No, I insist it's fine.
No,
It's duck season.
why? God damn it. I'm gonna be forever stuck in the fucking animal screen fixing things. We have 120 hairs. Alright, I need to go to manager. And I need to manage hairs. And this is going to make people, unfortunately, very unhappy. But I do need to limit how many of these fucking things there are. Or else I will run out of shit.
Well, I know what rabbits are, man.
Okay, so alpaca, I'll definitely put in there. That's gonna be 2, 2, 2, 2. Manage that. What else do I have a metric shit ton of?
Did you know that bunnies can become pregnant with 2 litters at once?
Yep. All right. Let's see, can I find anything else? Mega spiders!
I have a lot of AP.
We are curious. By work, it didn't work. That's because the game's paused right now, AP. Give me a minute. When I unpause, it will appear.
Keep trying the command.
No, if she does it too many times, it will actually, like, buy them all at once, and then, she'll have to, she'll lose a ton of points.
Yeah, that'd be horrible. And totally not what I'm trying to do.
See, there's another warg. Oh my god. Okay, warg. Where are you, warg? Warg, there you are. Alright. There. Manager, Jesus Christ. Okay, anything else that stands out? Oh, polar bear. We'll do 2 of each. That way, if I go over that many, I can make sure that it's not a problem. Greater minion, I don't have to worry about. Rhinoceros, there's another one I should put limitations on in case you all decide to summon like 30 of the little bastards. Ah, God damn it! Alright. Grizzly, son of a bitch! God damn it! I believe it's alphabetical. Yep, there we go. No animal. Manager, grizzly bear. I really wish there was a search feature in this. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. The moment you cause so much chaos that anytime anyone does it, they think it's you. God damn it. You can't buy a squirrel. God damn it.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a squirrel today.
No. Because knowing someone's luck, you'll buy a squirrel, and then someone else will buy a fucking moose. God damn it. There's 10 squirrels. Damn it.
Ruby's right though. We need a moose. Watermelon moose. I can't do the accent.
Moose
You
and
say it.
squirrel.
Moose and squirrel. Squirrel.
Yeah, moose and squirrel.
Squirrel.
Oh, there's no
Squirrel.
moose. There is no moose.
Oh.
Thank you.
This is Canadian discrimination.
Rhinoceros is close enough.
That's fair.
Rhinoceros is close. Oh, God. There are
Have you seen a bull moose?
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah, they're giant. They're the nickname for them in Maine is the 10-foot middle finger to car insurance with legs.
That's a very long nickname.
Did you honestly buy 10 more squirrels?
I just need to call it a moose.
Yeah. There's also Tankler, Moosis, Mises, Caribou. God damn it!
Caribou is a completely separate species, though. That's in Newfoundland. and the Arctic. In fact, you're probably what are reindeers.
Yeah, Caribou. Okay, that one goes to a pen. Thank God. Caribou is close-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. You guys single-handedly took the small animal population I had and grew it to such an extreme level that, like, every time I look in the animal pen, my fucking computer has a seizure.
Oh, man.
It's like a swarm, and they're breeding! God damn it. Don't get me started on the moose and middle finger to insurance companies. I've seen them up close, and you're not kidding. Those damn things could lay on your car, and it's totaled. I watched a moose once take apart a Ford F-150.
Brava, AP, brava.
Oh my God, you guys. You know, some people are actually like, you know, not completely absolute chaos. It's just like, hey, guess what? Here's something you need. You could use it. It'd be helpful. That's great. No, I get the audience that's like, fuck it. We're going to summon like 100 goddamn rabbits. Fuck you.
Oh, you know those, okay, you've seen Futurama, right?
Yes.
It's those, the time Fry went to the movies, and there was just a video when, you know, the hero is, stuck at work doing paperwork or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not what we would vote for to happen. That would be the least tame video ever seen.
Yeah. Alright, so I could use another 10 of those. Oh, good. Like 13 hares are pregnant. No! No!
I think this happened in Australia, didn't it?
A fucking... God damn it. A boomalope? A boomalope? Are you kidding me? No, we have to kill that, like, ASAP.
I do have to get going shortly, so
Yeah.
I may have to dip out here.
Yeah, let me pause. Let's call it a night. Stop summoning shit, please, for a bit.
The unplayable save.
Yeah, oh my God, you guys. Alright, so we are going to raid Melissa. Okay, it's on ad shit right now. There we go. Alright. So with that being said, if you are one of my many followers, please use the following raid message, aka Tavern Visitors. If you're one of my subscribers, aka Tavern Patrons, please use the following raid message. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves mentally, physically. That's always important. Join us tomorrow for me attempting to play Hollow Knight. And I know you come to Ruby's Resplendent Tavern for the witty banter, but you stay for my fuck-ups. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Toodles.
Oodles.
All right.